It's officially halfway through 2025 and I've been feeling everything. A little bit lost, a little bit still, a little bit ready for something I can't quite name yet. Winter in Melbourne has a way of pulling everything inward. The days feel shorter, slower, and honestly, so do I. But instead of resisting it, I've been learning to lean in, to see this season not as something I have to endure, but as an invitation to reset. Because I don't want to spend the next few months just waiting for the sun. I want to build something while it's quiet, even if it's subtle, even if no one else sees it. There's no big transformation here, no dramatic before and after, but there is something soft and certain about choosing to show up for yourself, even when it feels like no one's watching. So I've been focusing less on productivity and more on presence, less on doing it all, and more on doing the few things that bring me back to myself. When my thoughts get loud, I've learned to check in with my body. Usually it's just asking for attention. So I stretch, I walk, I go to a class when I can. Not to chase a goal, but to feel grounded again. Movement softens everything. It helps me feel clearer, lighter, like I've come home to myself. Step 2 is cooking at home. Nothing complicated, just warm, simple food. There's something really grounding about preparing a meal and sitting down to eat it slowly and remembering that care doesn't have to be extravagant to matter. Just choosing to nourish yourself is enough. Reading always brings me back to myself. When I feel overstimulated or like I'm comparing myself too much, I put my phone away and pick up a book. Even if I only manage a few pages, it pulls me back into the present. The quiet focus of reading reminds me that I can slow down. Journaling has been a big part of my life, although recently I can feel myself falling off. I try to journal, not every day, just enough to notice what I'm feeling, what I need, and what I'm working towards, even if it's just clarity. Writing helps me make sense of the noise. It doesn't have to be pretty or profound, just honest. Step 5 is getting dressed. Even when I have nowhere to be, even when it's freezing outside and I could easily stay in sweats all day, getting ready, brushing my hair, putting on perfume, a little bit of makeup, and choosing an outfit that feels like me is how I signal to myself that this day matters, that I matter. So no, this winter hasn't been wildly productive, but it's been tender, quietly important, and maybe when the weather shifts, I'll be ready for something bigger. But for now, I'm honoring this version of myself, soft, still, but steady. And sometimes that's the kind of growth that matters the most.